Welcome back to Podzilla, everyone. My name is Jasher, and I'm here with my brother.
Hey, it's me, Mykah.
And Mykah, just to start the episode, listeners, you all know, you clicked onto this. We are going to be talking about Tammy and the T-Rex later in the show. I just wanted to start the episode by reading out some bits and pieces of reviews from our listeners.
Yeah, this episode hosted by the wonderful podcast Podzilla.
Yeah.
Known famously for covering all sorts of monster movies.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's us, Podzilla. I've just got a few quotes here from our listeners.
And this is about this movie.
This is about Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Dumpster fire of a movie. It's like if 12-year-olds wrote a movie for 6-year-olds. That was from G. Kira. And then we got one from Connor. A lot of fun. Haven't laughed so hard at anything in a while. Hilarious camp classic.
Hilarious
camp classic. From Connor. This movie rules. From Frogurt. This movie rules.
We're seeing both sides of the coin.
And then lastly, from Ron. You know that feeling when you're a podcast patron and you jokingly suggest a movie to a listener poll thinking there's no way it will ever get picked? Sorry, and or you're welcome. Because something I didn't realize, Mykah, it's only right that Tammy and the T-Rex ended up winning because it's the only movie that two of our patrons nominated, both Ron and Frogurt.
Oh, they both did.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
So
it's only right.
If this episode goes terribly,
yeah,
who are we sending the listeners to dogpile onto?
Yeah, can you guys...
Is Frogurt taking the blame?
Into two teams? No, leave Ron alone. Yeah, Frogurt can take the blame.
Frogurt versus 100 angry P fans.
Yeah,
who would win?
Who would win? I believe in Frogurt.
I do too.
But we got some reviews from both sides of the spectrum there. So we'll get to Tammy and the T-Rex later in the episode. Use the podcast notes if you want to skip ahead.
Podcast notes. I like it. I use the chapter feature on Pocket Casts religiously.
There you go.
Fantastic. Before we get into the episode proper, Jasher, episode proper.
Wow.
I have got some news.
Yes.
Specifically, some Godzilla news.
megaNEWSlon?
megaNEWSlon is back once again. There's been a lot of Godzilla news in the past fortnight.
Yeah.
That's released. Probably the most important one of all.
Oh, yes. The most important one of all is that Sam Neill is heading up to... Have we talked about this? We probably did. But Sam Neill is like the lead in the new Monsterverse movie.
Yeah, we'll push that to the side. The most important is that Rotten Tomatoes released their list of the top movies of all time.
Oh, that's even more important.
And Godzilla -1 is in 19th place. So everybody, congratulations to -1. Round of applause.
Congratulations, Godzilla -1. I have been seeing the Godzilla socials account posting this like every few days. They're like, hey, we're number 19. We're number 19. We're number 19.
Do you, because surely the marketing team for it, they'd have people on the English side of things.
Yeah.
Do you think people in Japan are like, guys, we're 19th place on the prestigious movie platform Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know.
Cracking open the wine.
Does anyone in Japan care about Rotten Tomatoes?
Does anyone in anywhere else care about Rotten Tomatoes?
I can say with 100% confidence, Rotten Tomatoes means nothing to me. I see that Rotten Tomatoes is mentioned. I pick up a Blu-ray and Rotten Tomatoes is stamped on the cover.
I think people forget that the Rotten Tomatoes as a platform, all you need to do to say whether a movie is good or not is a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
And people are like, this movie is 95%. It's like, yeah, most people enjoyed it. They might not have been giving it 5 out of 5s.
Exactly. If I think a movie's like, okay, yeah, that was good.
We'll know how much fun Jasher has watching every movie he watches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it literally means nothing. It just means 90% of people thought this movie was good as opposed to bad.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I find that helpful.
Yeah.
Actually, great segue. This movie had a 43% on the tomato meter.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yep. 41 popcorn meter from the critics.
So 40% of people think Tammy and the T-Rex is good.
I should also say that Tammy and the T-Rex gore cut is also on Rotten Tomatoes.
The gore cut.
And has a 100% on the tomato meter.
It's 100% of people who see... Okay, man, Rotten Tomatoes means everything to me.
Guys, you can all say that if you watch this movie, you watched one of the few movies with 100% tomato meter rating.
That's crazy.
Sorry, there is actually news. Big reveal over the past couple of days is that we finally had a title drop and a little teaser for the new Monsterverse movie. Most surprising for me was that it is confirmed to be another Godzilla X Kong movie.
Godzilla X Kong Supernova?
Oh, Supernova.
It's actually a cool name.
It feels weird, but I like it.
Did you watch the teaser?
Yeah.
Of like Monarch headquarters, and we zoom up on a screen and then there's a warning.
I love how Monarch headquarters has a little ping system on their screens for when a threat is there. If anybody should know that there's a threat, it's them.
You guys
They should be the ones
first.
giving the warning.
There's a lot of hidden stuff. I didn't actually see. There's a lot of text on the screen that it zooms up into that I couldn't tell what it said on the Instagram video I watched. But I did see that Trapper is missing.
Oh, hey.
Like Trapper's username was Dan Stevens is unaccounted for and needs to be followed up with. And he's returning. Yep. And yes, Sam Neill is going to be one of the main characters, which is
big.
Awesome. I mean, Jurassic Park's basically a Godzilla movie now.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla adjacent.
It essentially is. We also know, and this is probably one of the biggest reveals potentially, maybe spoilers, is that Alicia Debnam Carey, she is an actress from Fear the Walking Dead, amongst a few other things, is slated to be in the movie as well.
That's a spoiler?
The spoiler is that she is an actress in it.
Yeah.
She shared the trailer to her Instagram stories and popped 4 little emojis on there as well. And the 4 emojis are 2 dancing women.
Dancing woman.
And all I'm saying is if we think back to Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, which is Supernova, it's one of the theorized villains of the movie.
People are thinking this is Space Godzilla. And you're right, the Shobijin.
The Cosmos.
Oh, what?
It's the Cosmos, right?
The Cosmos?
That's their name in
Space Godzilla? I cannot remember.
I might be spouting nonsense here.
Maybe.
We've got 2 dancing women. We've got a little phone call.
Oh, the classic Godzilla phone call. Yep.
Call Mothra in.
That's when Mothra is calling Mothra in Chibi Godzilla, right? Or Godziban. There you
go. We've got a little shooting star, and we've got a little T-Rex, a little dinosaur.
So you're telling me the Shobijin are going to be calling up Space Godzilla?
I don't know. But it is very interesting that one of the lead actresses, and the story was taken down shortly afterwards, posted about very hard references to the Space Godzilla movie. The other big proposed villain, purely because the title screen for Supernova seems to have like a real red lens flare in the middle, right in the middle of the R.
God-Man.
It evokes Green Man. It evokes Gigan.
Yeah, for sure.
It's giving Gigan.
Well, I think so. Like the whole fact that Gigan's an alien as well. Like, surely it is time in the Monsterverse for us to go outside of Earth. I mean, we've gone on Earth, we've gone in Earth, right?
We've gone
when you go out
to
of
the Hollow Earth. Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of, not outrage, but people grinding up against it purely because so far in the Monsterverse, every kaiju that has come about, I want to say they've been related to... there's been a common connection, a common theme between all the monsters. I think they've all come from the Hollow Earth in some capacity.
Yeah,
but like that doesn't debunk that there can be aliens.
No, for sure you need aliens in a Godzilla.
Everybody needs a little bit of alien.
Aliens are one of the pinnacles of Godzilla, right? Like Showa era, Heisei era, Millennium era, aliens.
We've had sci-fi movies set in outer space.
So what I'm hoping for is just like 3 or 4 aliens come to Earth.
3 or 4?
Dude, we got, Space Godzilla. He's coming down.
Yeah.
Gigan.
Yeah.
Gigan's coming down. Is megaNEWSlon an alien?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's from the planet Nebula 3 space. Well, it's been too... Mykah, we're getting rusty.
We're getting rusty. I haven't...
We need to watch Godzilla movies again.
Yeah. Can we throw Dagora in there as well?
Dagora? Yeah, Dagora could be the 4th. That's good.
I like that.
Or the Griffin? No, that was made by a mad scientist.
The other little bit of news we had as well is there was a teaser, a special tribute to Godzilla in Southeast Asia.
Yeah,
For no particular reason.
The green atomic breath Godzilla teaser.
Yeah, just a cool collection of clips showing seemingly minus Goji, the design from Godzilla -1, but with a nice new green atomic breath. We haven't seen quote unquote live action Godzilla have green atomic breath before. I like it a lot.
This whole teaser was like, guys, guess what? Godzilla, green breath, Godzilla's 70th anniversary.
I'll read out a little description of it
The
here.
last 2 years have been Godzilla's 70th anniversary. They're still trying to grab a
It has
hold of
been
that.
3 years, hasn't it? The description says, for 70 years, Godzilla has commanded the big screens and captivated the world. And now a new roar echoes louder than ever. For the first time across Southeast Asia, the legend emerges in a powerful tribute to the fans who have kept its legacy alive.
What does
An
that mean?
unprecedented Godzilla marks the start of something new.
What does this mean?
Something new.
Southeast Asia, we made a video for you.
Do you think Southeast Asia is going to do like a make their own Chinese Godzilla movie?
Do you think Southeast Asia cares about Rotten Tomatoes?
I do. I think they do. If anyone does, my bros in Southeast Asia got me.
What is Southeast Asia? Is that China?
Oh, I've been to China, and you're
It's
outing
like it.
me
Have
right
you
now.
been to Southeast Asia?
Yes.
Man,
Is China in Southeast Asia? Thank you, Google.
he's asking.
No,
his
it's
phone.
not. It's in East Asia.
Where's Southeast Asia?
Is a distinct region south of China, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia.
Whoa,
Looking forward to some Vietnamese Godzilla.
that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
And to top it all off, just in case we didn't say it before, Supernova 2027.
Supernova 2027. Sam Neill, this other girl who's spoiling things on her story. Dan Stevens is back.
There was also a bunch of Godzilla pop finals which got announced,
Yeah, that's right.
and you're going to buy
Space
Destroyer
Godzilla.
one.
Space
Oh,
Godzilla.
Space Godzilla.
That's right. It's a sign.
It's all coming together.
I have not bought a pop vinyl in maybe like 4 years.
What was the last one you bought?
I mean, dark time in my life. We've alluded to it on the show many times before. I was a frenzied pop vinyl collector. Before it was cool.
You were like right at the rising,
right before the
phase.
peak. And I got rid of them all, but I still have a small collection of like the original Godzilla pops. And then I got some horror movie ones. I cannot even remember the last one I got. Oh, actually, I have bought one in the last couple of years. Lord Soth from Dragonlance.
That's a good pick, though.
Only
That's a good
because I was like, they're making pop finals of this random, like kind of obscure 80s fantasy novel series. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, I
that's
gotta
great.
grab one.
I got a few Godzilla ones recently. I got like the Neon Mothra
That's
and
right.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think I was going to buy a bunch of the New Empire ones.
Yeah, you were
but
like,
I
I'm going to get
didn't.
all of them.
But I didn't.
Yeah. And instead, you put all that money into Magic the Gathering.
That's for another episode.
Michael, what else have you been up to? Before we talk about Tammy and the T-Rex, have you been watching much of anything, playing much of anything? I don't know if you've-
Actually, great tangent talking about Magic.
Yeah. Have we talked about
Both
Final
big
Fantasy?
Magic fans. One of the big slated new Magic sets. They've done a huge collaboration with Square Enix to produce a Final Fantasy set. And there's so many products. I've been watching like the live streams with card reveals and card spoilers. I've pre-ordered a couple of the Commander decks. I am insanely close to buying to shilling out my life savings on a collector.
We're talking
box.
thousands of dollars potentially.
No, it's less
Over
than
1,000?
It's less than 1,000. It's like 900 New Zealand.
Right.
I'm on the fence.
Patrons, I'm keeping the patron money safe. Mike is
but-
not going to get to it.
Final Fantasy is
Yeah.
a series with a lot of big monsters. That's how we tied into the podcast.
Okay.
Sure. But I've only played a few games and barring Final Fantasy 15, which I pre-ordered and was there for the release of, I haven't played any mainline games. And seeing this release, I was like, oh man, if there's any time to like go through the journey, it's now. So there are currently 16 mainline Final Fantasy games, and I've started going from the start and playing through them all in chronological order.
And you're like up to 3 already?
I'm up to 3 already. It's
That's
very Podzilla journey adjacent.
Yeah,
going from the start of it?
Guys, do we place your bets now? Do we think Mykah is going to finish all the Final Fantasy games?
I think I do. I'm up to the 3rd one. The first 2 have been great.
Out of what,
really
16?
old RPGs. 16.
And the
But I'm
MMO?
committed. And you're going to join me for that.
For the MMO?
Yeah.
Can I join but not finish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a journey I can
Start
with some
That's a
listeners.
journey we
Hey,
can
if
be
you're
okay.
out there and you're keen to start the MMO Final Fantasy, join me. It's been great so far. The first 2 games have been re-released as like what they're calling pixel remasters, so with fully updated graphics. A lot of the jank has been trimmed away, a lot of the fat has been cut.
Yeah, they're copying Bethesda and Oblivion, right?
This was done like 3 years ago.
Sure, it's a homage.
And it's fully like what remasters should be, where it's, you know, presenting the original product in a way in which a lot of the concepts and mechanics which make it less accessible for new players are fully taken away, and you get to like experience the story and the gameplay for what it should have been at the time, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I named my current party of all of my knights, all of the knight players, all of the characters who have played clerics or paladins in our home Dungeons and Dragons games.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Saren, Arkia, Yolando, and Perez. You guys are doing great.
Mykah, we're nerds.
Yeah. And hard. Dude, this is
Movies,
season 5 of our Godzilla podcast. What do you
Magic,
think?
D&D. I want to talk about what I've been watching.
What have you been watching?
A very manly thing. I'm not a nerd anymore. I've been watching Instagram reels of meat. Mykah, have you
This has
heard?
been going on for months.
Have you heard of Papa Shell?
I haven't.
Papa Shell.
Unless it's what I'm thinking of.
Papa Shell is this Japanese chef who runs his own little restaurant, and he has kind of created his own dish that he sells in his store in Osaka, Japan. He sells mold-aged bluefin tuna.
Now, have you tried this?
No, it's only Papa. I don't have contacts with Papa Shell. He's in his. I'm not going to Japan anytime
Direct
soon.
line to Papa Shell.
He is filling up my Instagram feed. I don't go on Instagram often, but when I do, it just seems like at the top of my feed is a new video from Papa Shell of him showing off some freshly aged tuna, and then it's covered in mold, and then he cuts it off, and the sound that the knife makes when it cuts through the mold, and then. Oh, that's good. And
I don't
then
think it was.
he like cuts all the mold off, and he's just got this really nice looking like aged fish
And it looks
underneath.
I think that's what's so enticing about it, is the contrast between the moldy exterior and then almost like finding the pearl amidst the mold aged bluefin tuna.
Mykah,
You get a really nice, clean, pristine, if I may say so.
Mold creates
Marrow
miracles.
fish.
Mold creates miracles.
Preach it,
And
man. I'll sing that from the rooftops.
Then he cuts that up, adds a little rice and some soy sauce, and puts in some other like sushi like ingredients, and then every video ends with him like just giving it for free to patrons of his restaurant.
To patrons?
Patrons of
It's Patreon,
become a
okay.
Papa Shell patron. I wish I could.
Now, I'm obviously spending $1,000 on collectors boxes for Magic cards. What's stopping you from spending $1,000 on making your own mold aged bluefin
Because he
tuna?
doesn't reveal how he does it. Like, I know he's got an aging chamber, but then he like makes fun of it, and sometimes at the start of a video he'll just like look behind some trash and there's his aged moldy tuna.
Wait, that's amazing.
So he's keeping it a secret. How he's actually aging it.
He doesn't have like a Squarespace tutorial.
No. So I wish I could make it look the way that Papa Shell does, but I can't at this current time. But I am just obsessed with the way this fish looks. I've been, of course, resharing it, posting it to my Instagram stories because it just looks incredible, and I'd do anything to get a taste of that. And then all of a sudden, friends, family, listeners, P-fans,
P-fans?
Pods of listeners have been messaging me saying, unfollowing.
Oh, seriously? Wait.
Stop this right now.
Bleep their name out, but
Makes
can you
me
call
sick.
out one that said that to you?
Literally heaps. JB. Connor.
No, guys.
Multiple people.
Are you going to bleep their names out?
No. No, of course not. You guys shaming me for how good this fish looks.
I stand in the camp. I would absolutely buy.
You'd try it?
I wouldn't try. I would buy it.
Mykah, do you like raw fish? Like a raw fish salad?
Yes.
Like some sushi?
Raw fish, there's no other way to have sushi.
And combine that kind of thought with like some nice like blue cheese or some aged
some nice
cheese.
mold.
Yeah. I mean, he's cutting the mold off, you know?
I wonder, sorry, this is a big fish tangent. I wonder how much having the mold on the outside actually impacts the flavor of it. Surely it's noticeable.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm willing to try.
Imagine like a wine connoisseur coming along and being like, yes, this bluefin has moldy undertones.
Because sometimes he's like...
But not the bad mold, the nice mold.
This is nice mold. Mold creates
the
miracles.
miracle mold.
Mold creates miracles. And sometimes the video starts as like 2 weeks aged bluefin tuna. And then other times it's like 2 months aged bluefin tuna. And I'm like,
2 years.
How long can you go? This is like the...
Yeah, half hour down the rabbit hole.
This is like the moldy mastodon meat, you know? This is... Something's awoken to me after the Beast of 20,000 Fathoms episode. I'm ready.
Good stuff, man.
Just a quick shout out to our patrons at the Odo Island tier. Connor, again. Connor, please stop with the messages. Unfollow me if you need to. I understand, but actually I don't understand. The fish looks good. Connor, Frogurt, Chikira, Nerkles, Michael, Rich, Jacob, Shaun, Ron, and Matt, our cousin, Matthew, has become a patron.
Thank you, man. You guys are all awesome.
You guys are all awesome. People have been tagging Matthew wanting family secrets from us, Mykah, but I think Matt's pretty tight-lipped.
He's got to tell all when this episode comes out.
He's got our backs. Thank you, Matt. Please, Matt. Matt, please have our backs, please. But without any further talk of aged meat, let's talk about Tammy and the T-Rex.
Jess, you got a little synopsis for me.
Here we go. Tammy and the T-Rex is the heartwarming tale of a charming high school jock named Michael, who is relentlessly bullied by goons, brutally mauled by a lion, and who has his brain stolen by a mad scientist before it's transplanted into an animatronic T-Rex. You know, just a classic boy meets girl, boy loses body, boy returns as a robotic dinosaur to kill his girlfriend's ex kind of story. The usual. His girlfriend Tammy and her bestie Byron are running around town, butting heads with policemen and raiding corpses out of morgues to try and find Michael a new human body. But ultimately, when all the madness is said and done, does love really need to be between boy and girl, a girl and a brain? Or can true love prevail between Tammy and the T-Rex?
That was art. You took me on a ride there, brother.
That's the movie. It's all the movie.
Now, when I started this movie, it wasn't called Tammy and the T-Rex. It was called Tanny. Tanny and the Teenage T-Rex.
Yeah, we do have to... I think we talked about it, but there is disclaimer. There are 2 wildly different versions of this movie. For the longest time, I think the only version that was available had like no gore at all. All the swearing was muted out of it. And I think it was like 8 minutes shorter in total. But recently, there has been a gore cut released, which is restricted, unadulterated, has everything left in the film.
Yeah, it wanted to try and get a PG-13 rating, which... Why would you want to go for that if the whole premise of the movie is leaning so hard into the gore? But there was an Italian dub that had a lot of the gory scenes in it.
Oh, before it was the gore cut was properly released.
And then they discovered an uncut 35mm print and were able to restore it.
Good old prints, eh?
That's what 35mm does to you.
Yeah.
Well, you also mentioned that Michael... Played by none other than Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Rest in peace.
I don't think I've seen a single Paul Walker movie.
You're not
Can you debunk that for me? Do you think that I've seen anything of
I
his?
think the only Paul Walker movie I've seen are the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a Stuart Raffel film? He's the director of Tammy.
I probably have.
Known-
We've seen a lot of janky movies.
Known for classics such as Mac and Me and The Ice Pirates.
The Ice
I
Pirates?
don't think I've seen any of them, but I've heard how terrible Mac and Me is.
Oh, great.
Thanks to Paul Rudd's jokes constantly whenever he goes on Conan O'Brien.
It's the one movie he
He's got this running bit, which is really good. When he like comes to talk to Conan O'Brien, and he's always like, "Okay, I've got a clip from the movie I'm in, or here's the movie I'm here to promote," and it always just cuts to like a kid in a wheelchair with Mac from the movie, like falling off a cliff or something.
Oh man,
It's really funny.
I need to watch this movie.
That's all I know about Mac and Me.
You mentioned that Michael is a jock.
He's a jock.
He's not a jock.
Dude,
he's the most unjock character I've ever seen.
He's like wearing football gear and his, what has he got? Like his, do you call it a crop top?
He wears at least 2 crop tops in this movie, and he's also got a crop jacket.
Yeah.
There's no way on earth that he's a jock.
He's like fully sunburned. Did you see this?
Wait, what?
I saw it. I felt represented.
What?
I felt represented. Representation finally in a film. He's like making out with Tammy later on, and his ears are like fully sunburned. You see like sunburn all over his face, under his eyes, and I'm like, this is me 99% of my days, completely sunburned because I'm so white.
You don't go out in the sun.
Yeah, that's why. Or else I'd be like
Walker.
Michael.
This movie starts. This is an hour and 30 minutes long.
Yeah, the gore cut, which we both watched.
The gore cut, and I feel like it doesn't get into the dino swing of things until at least the 30-minute mark.
For sure.
The first 30 minutes of this is really just a high school sweetheart, good old 80s, 90s romp.
Nice. What do you think of Denise Richards? Had you seen her in anything before?
No, I know she's in Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Which I need to watch.
Wild Things is supposed to be pretty wild. She's in that.
I've heard wild things about that.
Recently, I watched her in one of the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies. She's a Bond girl.
Oh, she's a Bond girl.
She's a Bond girl. Her name's, I think it's like something Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas Jones. But there's a
Merry
joke.
Christmas.
It's like a one-liner.
White Christmas.
There's a one-liner at the end of the movie.
The name's Eve.
When Pierce
Christmas
Brosnan's like
Eve.
making out with her, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad you're staying Christmas because Christmas only comes twice a year." And it's like, it's crazy. It's absurd.
Yes.
But that's where I knew her from, is Christmas in a James Bond movie. But she kills it in this. Like, it's named after her. I really liked her. She's 100% going for the type of camp that they're going for.
Yeah. I think when the patrons out there nominated and picked this movie, I judged it off of like the 2 screenshots that I saw on IMDb, which are insanely low budget. But then also from the poster, which looks like a really high budget poster, funnily enough.
I think it's because that poster came out with the re-release of the gore cut.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my expectations were all over the place. And I think I wasn't expecting it to be attempting to be a very camp movie from the start.
I mean, it knows what it is. It's very like...
100%.
It's a comedy, like through and through.
Once you get to the T-Rex hands all over the place.
We're gonna get to that because it's the best part of the film. But like Denise Richards and even Paul Walker, they're just fully into it from the get-go. I mean, Paul Walker is kind of only in the first half an hour because he becomes a dinosaur.
Yeah.
But he's just going for it. Denise Richards is just so, like, she has scenes later on in the film where she's crying and she's like genuinely like really emoting. It's impressive.
I really like a lot of her acting here. Half the scenes are, like you said, her trying to be camp and not being very realistic at all.
Yeah.
But in the other half, she's like actively selling and getting emotional over a giant animatronic T-Rex and sells it really, really well, surprisingly.
What do you think of the romance? I mean, coming off of...
between Tammy and Paul Walker.
Tammy and Paul Walker.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? Not as good as...
not as good as Andrew and
Garfield
Emma.
and Emma Stone. We didn't even talk about it last episode. But we went on My Movie DNA like a couple years ago with our good friend Johnny
don't
Andrews.
bring this up.
And you said your favorite actors were Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Look, my answers have changed wildly.
Have they?
Have they? I don't know.
You didn't like the kissing
I
scenes
was
this time.
coming off the back of Hacksaw Ridge and Silence and Tick Tick Boom.
Oh.
And La La Land and having been traumatized and Stockholm syndrome by the help in high school.
True.
That's my defense.
So were you looking away at the kissing scenes in Tammy and the T-Rex is what I want to know?
Yeah.
You were? A bit too much?
Well, maybe I wasn't. I'm like, I feel nothing from this. This is fine.
Paul Walker's excitement when Tammy calls him up and she's like,
It's so funny.
Come over to my place.
He's been beaten within an inch of his life. His gonads have been ripped to high hell. Ripped to Highhurst. And he jumps out of bed at the chance to see Tammy.
I love this guy. Who I don't love is Billy, the bully.
Billy the Bully. I like the actor. I think he plays him all right.
Can we
The character makes no sense
Can we
to me.
figure out who Billy is?
Let's bring up our corkboard and red string.
Because Billy shows up. It's at school, right? High school?
Yeah, but he does have a restraining order.
Billy shows up at high school. We learn he is an ex of Tammy, who still wants Tammy and thinks Tammy's his, but she's got a restraining order against him.
Yes.
And we find out he's been in prison for a while, genuine prison.
Yeah.
And he's not at school. He rocks up to school.
He rocks up to school. He's got a restraining order. The police really do nothing about it.
So is this guy who is it? Does he even go to school? Does he just hang out
just a
after
douche.
school with the students? Just chill
he seems like one of those guys who waits in his convertible outside for the two high school girls to flunk the end of school.
Yeah.
Right out to the lion parks.
With all the lion parks are wild. Wild animals just roam in the streets in America, apparently.
This movie kicks into gear pretty quickly where after Michael rocks over to Tammy's house, Billy and his gang end up storming the place.
His huge gang.
He's got so many people in his gang.
He's got 20 dudes, and Tammy's dad just looks out the window and he's like, it's just a normal thing that, Billy's here with his boys.
He's got a restraining order. Here he is again.
I'll just try and talk to him. It's okay. Don't mind the 20 guys.
House floods with teenagers.
Break the door down.
Cut to upstairs with Michael quickly trying to put his pants on. Jumps out the window. Chase scene ensues.
Mm-hmm.
They end up kicking Michael in the gut, chucking him in the back of their car, and driving him out. In Billy's words, how far are we going? All the way.
All the way. But it seems like 3 minutes down the road.
All the way. This movie classically had to be filmed within a very short period of time, Jasher.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Director Stuart Raffel had connections, and this is how the premise of the movie came about. Is he had a guy who had access to this giant T-Rex animatronic, working eyes, moving arms, moving eyelids.
So this dinosaur was not even made for the film.
Nope.
This was just, hey, we have something, let's make a movie with it.
And the guy said that he only had the T-Rex for 2 weeks.
So he borrowed an animatronic T-Rex.
Yep. And they effectively had a month to write and shoot this movie. And because of that, all the filming locations were within 25 minutes of the director's house. It was on location in the director's hometown.
Why does the director have just lions and leopards and cougars and pumas and all sorts?
I find it so funny that he's so pressed for time. He's like, yeah, I've got a guy. We only have 2 weeks with this animatronic dinosaur. I need to get all my other guys available to hash bash this movie together. But you know what I do have access to in 2 weeks? Lions and tigers and cougars, oh my.
And there's a stunt dude who subs in for Paul Walker, and he literally just starts getting mauled by a lion. Shout out to that guy.
Oh yeah, one of the stuntmen fully got bitten, not only by the lion, because that seems insane, but also by one of the jaguars on set.
The jaguar there too.
It blew my mind seeing Paul Walker running from a lion, and it didn't cut to the lion. They're in the same shot.
Yeah.
And it's like actually chasing after him.
Is this something that happens in America? Like, I couldn't drive down the road and just chuck a kid that I want to bully out to some lions. Like, can you just drive somewhere and be like, oh yeah, here's where the lions are, down the road in Florida or Pennsylvania, where all our P fans are. Do you guys have lions just down the road?
I'm more shocked that they were able to bring together a team who had access to lions and there were no safety nets in place. Absolutely none.
Yeah, that's crazy. Billy is just through and through an evil dude. Because that scene you mentioned when he's just like beating up on old Michael, that gets wild, man. They are just like grabbing each other's junk.
Yeah.
And then the great reveal that that Michael had a cup on the whole time, so it wasn't even hurting him.
Oh, I did not. I misheard that line. I thought he said he had them cut.
You think he had his balls cut?
I thought he meant that he'd been circumcised. And I'm like, that's a real weird joke to make because it doesn't do anything.
It's okay, I'm cut. When you cut, you don't feel anything down there, you know? You didn't hear the cut line?
This was on Plex. I didn't have any subtitles. That did lead to one of my favorite pieces of dialogue is when the policemen come along. This here's one of them testicular standoffs.
That was good, man. George Buckflower, I think that is the actor who plays that policeman. And he's in a lot of John Carpenter movies.
Yeah, I fully recognized him from The Thing, surely.
He's very he has a lot of one-liners in this. Later when like someone's coming out with a surrender flag, he's like, that ain't no flag, Sheriff. That there's a brazier.
You got the R's very on point. The brazier.
Mykah, the other characters, the cast of wacky characters.
Are we talking about the wacky characters now?
Can we talk about the mad scientist and his lackeys?
I know that he shows up on one of the Friday movies.
The mad scientist?
Yeah.
He is also Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, this is Bernie himself.
Man, pleasure to meet you, Bernie.
I've only seen him playing a dead guy, so I guess I have seen one of the Fridays. I can't remember who he is in that.
He's one of the scientists.
In the New Blood. Yeah.
Is that 6?
7.
7. It would be 7.
7. But yeah, there's, with all this high school romance going on, there is a mad scientist whose subordinate has invented a new animatronic T-Rex.
Yeah, let's break this down. There's 4 of them. There's him.
There's
who
him.
Proclaims, and he might actually be like an actual neuroscientist, neurosurgeon.
Mm-hmm.
He's got connections to doctors and hospitals, and it seems like he has some sort of medical license.
It seems like he works at a hospital. Like he walks in to do like a operation on a patient in another.
No. He was a call-in.
Oh, he was a call-in specialist.
There's his maybe wife, at least lover.
She's loving anything that walks into frame by the sounds of it.
She reminds me a lot of like Audrey from
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, but she just went off the rails so quickly.
We got Bobby, who is the guy, the
actual scientist.
The scientist. And then I can't remember, we got like a shirtless buff dude there for some reason.
Wearing the weirdest unitard I've ever seen.
Yeah, and for some reason, Bobby's invented a dinosaur, and it has like, what are they saying about this dinosaur, Mykah?
It's Bobby has made the computer that controls the dinosaur.
But he's created an animatronic that has optical nerves, is what he keeps saying. He keeps talking about these optical nerves.
I still don't know if it was the good old doctor himself who made the T-Rex.
The optics?
I don't know. But they have a little harebrained scheme. They need a brain.
They need a brain. They walk into the hospital. They literally carve open Michael's head and steal a brain out of it.
We get a couple. First off, it'd be so if they just wanted a brain, they could kidnap someone from the street. They did not need to go into a hospital to get one
from a kid,
no less,
who's alive.
Was in a coma. To be fair, after at least 15 hours, he could have come back to it. Our little what's the girl's name? Audrey.
Who knows? We'll call her Audrey.
Audrey plugs in a machine, and we start hearing Michael flatlining. And so she just starts violently kissing him. The doctor starts doing like the old Jack in Lost fist on the chest compression.
Has this ever come up while you're working, Mike? Have you ever had to jump on someone's chest and just pound it till they wake up? Does that ever? This is what I'm
have.
envisioning you do day to day.
Yeah. This is purely what I do. I don't do anything else in my job except full fist slam.
Nurse Mykah, we got another one down the hole. You just run and jump on top of them. This is what's happening, right?
And he jumps on top of him.
My favorite part of the hospital is when Tammy brings Michael in initially, or when they're there to see him. They like stand in front of someone else to talk to the receptionist, and there's another dude there like begging for help who's just
gunshot wounds in his chest,
bleeding out, and he just drops down and dies because
she's like, "Hold on a second, honey."
It's great.
This is a wild movie. They steal him away from the hospital, take him back to their lair. There's a few running gags where he actually comes to fairly quickly.
Comes out of
as soon as they get out of the hospital, he comes out of a coma. He's alive again. Bobby gives him some medicine with a good old comedic needle.
Yeah. Which
knocks him out for 2 seconds. He wakes up again, says that he had a dream. What was his dream? Something crazy.
Absurd.
Audrey punches him in the face, knocks him out. Take him back to the lair. He is on an operation table. Doctor's got his full PPE protective gear on. Brings out the hacksaw. He first scalpels across his forehead, which actually is very good effects.
Yeah.
Michael comes to, does not notice it at all. Audrey punches him, and then the doctor proceeds to have like a proper electric saw, cuts his head open.
Great gore.
Cuts his skull open. He doesn't come to without any sort of pain relief or sedation. He would have... Sorry, this is not the type of movie to get all Nurse Mykah
This
on.
is the type of movie. If anything else we've asked for Nurse Mykah's...
It absolutely... Look, all I'll say is this.
Medically sound?
Medically sound, if you press a certain part of someone's brain, they do get an erection.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I thought so. I thought I was going to ask you about that one. There's some great gags, man.
There's a gag here. Once his skull is half off and they have access to his brain, the doctor's pressing different parts of his brain. He's moving his leg.
Then everything's happening.
He gets an erection. As soon as, right before he gets the erection, he presses a part of his brain that lifts Michael's leg up.
Yep.
And for like a full 2 seconds, you fully see a random person's hand holding.
I didn't catch that.
It's so obvious when you look back to it. They make no effort to try and hide it. I feel like that's part of the charm.
It is the charm
of this movie for me. Is like, yeah, it's a bad movie. There are really cool effects. But half the time, they do not care in the slightest on how realistic it looks.
It's so silly. And even the fact that, like, he literally just pulls the brain out. It's got, like, no connections.
It's not connected to the spinal cord at all.
Head. And then puts it into a dinosaur. And they don't go over, like, the scientific, how you actually link up a brain to the optic nerves.
They put it in a bowl of goo and stab, like, 4 acupuncture needles into it. So, here's my question. Is the brain actually in the T-Rex the whole time?
I think so. I think it goes into the T-Rex.
Okay. Is that before or after they order the pizza?
That's before.
Okay.
Before they order the pizza. And then the rest of the movie is just this animatronic T-Rex eating people. All the bad guys, all the bullies, all the scientists.
Michael cracks fast.
He cracks fast. And this is where the fun begins, I feel. And I really don't know what the cut of this would have been like that didn't have gore. Because, like, that's what I was living for. There was some great stuff in this when like he rips Bobby's head off, first off, and it just looks incredible. And later on, he kills Billy as well. And Billy's like head drops to the ground and just this splashed, like this wave of blood like comes out of it.
What was your favorite T-Rex kill in the whole movie?
There was one of the bullies called Weasel.
Yep.
And he walks up and he starts peeing on the ground, and he turns out he's peeing on the T-Rex. And then we cut to the T-Rex like presumably swiping at him, I think.
Yeah.
and then a cut of him really obviously holding like fake intestines, not even in his body, like outside of his body, and dropping them to the ground.
He drops them, you see his intact t-shirt behind it.
You see his fully intact body. But I love that one. Did you have a favorite?
The kill itself wasn't great. Right outside the doctor's and the scientist headquarters, the T-Rex stomps on someone.
Yeah.
I think it's just a rando. But it becomes a bit later on when they come back to the HQ. He's like flattened, and you see Audrey trying to like roll him up.
That's right.
And multiple times you see her like licking her fingers after doing it. I don't know what the writers here are on.
Well, let's talk about like the highlight of the film. The best part of this film is they fully make the T-Rex like the Swedish Chef.
Yeah.
Like Swedish Chef type comedy. Like this, it goes full Muppets. Anytime they can, they're like someone is out of frame wearing T-Rex gloves or T-Rex like boots.
Can I preface this? So obviously the director has access to an animatronic dinosaur.
Yes.
All that entails is presumably a life-size T-Rex.
Yeah.
Does not move its legs or body.
No.
It can
blink.
move. It can blink. It can smirk. It can move its head left and right.
Yeah.
And it can open its mouth. What that leads to is so many scenes of you seeing an upwards shot of the T-Rex's torso and head clearly being almost rolled on a little cart towards the camera.
Yep.
You see a few shots of T-Rex feet stomping. There are shots of incredibly poor CGI
Far away,
T-Rex.
like when Tammy's riding the T-Rex across the hill in the distance.
And then to make this cracks me up. To show any sort of emotion, you have these gloves, which I feel like initially you imagine it's going to be played real sparsely.
Yeah.
And then you get to the scene where the T-Rex looks at Paul Walker's body on the table.
Yeah.
And he pokes him with one of the hands, and you're like, yeah, sure. And then he pulls out like a comedically sized hand mirror and looks at himself.
He's looking at himself in the mirror. As soon as he bites someone, he starts like picking his teeth with his claw. Later on, he like picks up and dusts off someone. Byron. We haven't even talked about Byron, this other friend. Dusts him off, picks him up.
One of my favorite scene has to be the scene where Tammy finds out that he is Michael.
Yeah.
And there's literally like a 2-minute scene of them
playing charades.
They're playing charades.
Now, him on the phone was the killer scene for me. It's this T-Rex using a payphone, holding it up,
pressing all the buttons.
When obviously he can't talk. It's just so,
that alone is like Oscar-worthy idea for a gag.
That's the thing. Like, I need to say, it isn't a phenomenal movie. The plot is held together with the just strings that are falling apart. It does not make a lick of sense. It's so stupid. But those gags, they hit and they're really funny. The gore is actually pretty great. And I just sat there and had a really good time watching this. It's very different to anything we've covered on Podzilla before.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's nice to actually have a bit of a change.
We haven't even talked about the whole scene in the morgue where
yes,
they once they find out that the T-Rex is Michael, they try to get his body back so they can put the brain back in and Michael can come back to life. Mm-hmm. And I feel like anybody who's watching this is expecting this to be the journey that they do find his body and they get him back. But they go to his funeral, immediately they open the coffin and it's this maggot-infested corpse. And
dude, there were rats there.
There were rats.
This is the second film in a row with rodents.
Rats, mice, cougars, panthers, lions, tigers, T-Rexes.
Yeah.
And this movie stops becoming, let's find Michael's body. It's, let's find a body to get Michael's brain back in. And I don't even know how to describe the scene.
They're
in a morgue and
they're just holding up a whole lot of bodies. And it's really funny. They're like holding up to people of different ages and genders and races. And it's just like the humor it's really good. It's really good. There's like this whole joke about him There's this whole joke about like them holding up a girl and Tammy's not wanting her to be a girl, but Byron's wanting him to be a girl. He's like deciding whether or not he's going to come back as a girl.
Funnily enough, that is the person that takes the longest for him to decide on.
Yeah, everyone else out of the way.
I love that the most handsome person in this entire movie is the one they find in like the little refrigerator.
Yeah.
But they don't choose him.
They don't pick him because, Mykah, something was going on down there. I don't know what. But
Tammy wasn't on
Tammy
board.
didn't like it, even though Byron did. What do you think about Byron?
Byron's funny.
He was a bit much for me. It's like the classic kind of stereotypical.
Very, not even stereotypically gay, but this is, I feel like, at the time where it was okay for everybody else and the rest of the cast to be making jokes about it in the movie.
Yeah.
So apparent.
So it got a bit much for me. But again, I love Tammy. I loved Paul Walker. It does suck that we get most of the movie without him. But we get a little bit of him at the end because they don't find a body and he becomes a brain again in a bowl attached to a camera for eyes.
Yeah,
Okay,
in no uncertain terms, Jasher.
Yeah, what do you think of this scene?
The climax of this movie
Yeah. That's fair.
is Michael's brain in a computer with Tammy performing a striptease for him.
Yeah.
And him short-circuiting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Blowed his brains out. He's gone. It's that was a great ending. It was a great ending.
You're on board?
Denise Richards. This is crazy stuff. This is a crazy film.
It got to like the 10 minutes left in the movie mark. And I'm like, they're still on the run from the police at this point. There's no way they're able to wrap this up. And it feels like 5 minutes of those last 10 minutes was just
a striptease.
Tammy dancing in front of a camera.
Out of nowhere. Like, was that in the original cut? Surely not.
Oh my gosh, how did they end the movie in the original cut?
Did we just get an extended version in the gore cut? It's so funny, yeah. Anytime there's like action sequences in this film, they have to work it around the dinosaur not being able to move. So the big action chase sequence, the dinosaur's just in the back of a truck. Because obviously you can't be running alongside them.
Yeah.
Or he's just a head peeking over.
And like, to be fair, kudos to the director of this movie. Kudos to the people who worked on it.
You're shouting out
When
Stuart right now.
When you've got that many limitations on what you're able to work with and you still go hard with trying to make it work. Like, yeah, there's some real stupid parts of this movie, but all in all, like, I feel like this goes to show just how fun it can be for a director to try and make the most of the limitations that he has.
It's endearing, eh? It's really endearing. And kind of impressive for what they had to work with. But then I was looking up, like, it had a $1.5 million budget. So that's...
It almost made me spit take on my Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
$1.5 million?
Yes, I was like, that doesn't really show. How much was the dinosaur to borrow?
I feel like all of that goes towards the
Cast?
gore and the lab scene.
Yeah.
The lab scenes.
The lab scene, definitely.
My other favorite part of this movie is in the final confrontation where Audrey and the doctor make their way to try and take out the T-Rex once and for all. Mm-hmm. And we get this scene of the doctor, who I feel like is a fairly good actor. I really like his take on an evil scientist in this movie.
He's good.
Just trying to BS his way into telling the authorities that he can shoot a tranquilizer gun at this T-Rex.
It's so random, man.
This animatronic T-Rex.
And then Byron or someone's coming back at him being like, if it's just a robot like what he says, why does he need a tranquilizer?
We've just created these crystal brain cells. It's a whole thing.
It's so funny. It even feels like most of the dialogue's made up on the day of filming, but it works. It's funny.
I know that they had such little time to put together the script for this movie that the director was on set asking the cast and crew, like, okay, guys, what else can we put in this scene? How can we make it funnier?
My favorite line was Billy when he's like hooking up with one of the girls on the back of a car.
Yeah. And
the whole scene, all you hear is him yelling, I'm good, right? 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 I'm good, right?
That's the gag when the T-Rex comes along and is in front of the car and only the girl sees it and starts screaming.
Yeah. It's a fun time. Tammy and the T-Rex. Mykah, did you have any other bits of trivia?
You know I did, Jasher. Obviously, like I said, all the scenes in this movie were in like a 25-minute radius of the director's home.
Yes.
There was a huge fire that was happening in the city around the time of this filming.
While they had the dinosaur rented?
There are it sounds like Toho. There are a lot of scenes where you can just see smoke in the background all throughout this movie.
Oh my goodness. It added to the film. I did see it at times. I thought it was a moody kind of...
It gave it an interesting feel.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the game High on Life? This is like one of the Justin Roiland games.
This is like the Rick and Morty-esque. Is this with talking guns?
Yes, this is the one with talking guns.
It looked very annoying.
It's very much like Rick and Morty over the top.
Yeah.
Talking 99% of the time humor.
Uh-huh.
That movie plays with a lot of really fun film Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the more well-known Easter eggs from it is there is a movie podcast that we have talked about before. It's the ones that did the Riff Tracks game.
Riff Tracks.
What's the pod people that...
Or are you
work
thinking
on
of
that?
Mystery Science Theater?
I'm thinking of Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, different show.
A different show, but there is a sequence where you can go into a cinema there, and the Mystery Science Theater people were brought in just to literally do a live, what do you call it? Live commentary over a random
gameplay or movies
for a random movie that was in the public domain.
Yeah,
you can just watch a movie for like an hour and a half with these guys talking. But there is a scene early on in the game where you're in your house, and if you turn on the TV, Tammy and the T-Rex comes on. You can literally just sit on the couch and watch the entire movie in that game.
The entire film.
I don't know if that's the uncut movie or not.
Surely it's not.
That might... Surely not, eh?
Oh, maybe it is. The tone of the game is probably very silly, gory, goofy.
Maybe it's not like over the top gory that much.
I don't think this was...
Is this how we find out how the movie ends? We have to buy this game and play through it
and have an actual look at the original cut. I was ready for this film to be like more gore, more unrated, to be honest.
Yeah,
it was pretty tame. Like everything in this, I would expect from just like an 80s teen comedy anyway, 80s, 90s.
And it's all of it's like over the top to the point where it's not realistic, but...
And it's not like a rude movie. Really?
Nah, apart from like some of the jokes, like there's nothing...
It's kind of just
shown
silly,
that's really
goofy.
explicit.
Yeah.
Classic horny 90s teenage movie.
Classic horny 90s movie. Yeah. John Hughes, but a bit hornier.
Yeah, the only other thing here is that in the classic fashion, coming off the back of The Amazing Spider-Man, Denise and Paul Walker did start dating for a little bit after this movie.
Did they really?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it last week as well. I mean, not to get back to Spidey stuff, but I think every couple that have played like the couple in a Spider-Man movie have started dating, right? I think Toby and Kristen did,
and all famously broke up except for Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Wow.
Who made it.
Yeah.
They pushed through.
Even Tammy and Michael broke up. Denise and Paul.
Denise and Paul. Rip Paul.
Rip Paul. He's good in this.
I need to watch more Paul Walker movies. I'll be the first to say I didn't like his acting in this movie.
Did you not?
I don't think he was a great actor here.
He was overacting to the point where I was like all for it.
Okay.
But I guess contrasted to Denise, who's like fully...
I don't know. It's a weird pairing. I do like it though. I need to watch more Paul Walker stuff. Maybe we pivot to
Fast and Furious podcast.
I was going to say family first. Fast and Furious.
It is family. It's all about family.
Can that be one of our upcoming themes? The theme is Fast and Furious. Only movies from the FF franchise.
Family as a theme. Family.
Write that down.
Writing that down. Mykah, what did you think about Optimism eye drops and Latitude Home Kiwis? Did you get these Plex ads? I don't know if
you mentioned those, and I'm like, those weren't in the movie, but I've been barraged with that today. I don't know where from.
I've never used Plex to watch an on-demand movie in my life.
Is this a worldwide streaming
I think
service?
so, but I think we just have very limited supply of ads available here in New Zealand because we have like the same 3 ads on repeat.
Yeah, there was the Kiwi.
And Plex, like, it gives you an ad break, like 15 minutes in, and the first ad break is like a minute long, and you're like, "Whoa, this is great."
I was getting like 3-minute ad breaks.
And then by the end, like, they just get longer and longer, and the ads keep replaying in the same ad break.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just saw these Kiwis from Latitude Homes. And I'm shouting them out now, but I
Shout
don't
out
want
to
to
you,
shout
Latitude
I don't
Homes.
want to shout them out because I've been barraged.
I don't think it's their fault.
Hey,
I think it's Plex's fault.
I think it's the New
Hire
Zealand
more
ad.
sponsors.
Yeah. We need more commercials made in New Zealand. I mean, that's it. All my notes.
I don't
had there.
think there's anything else I had to say about the movie.
I have been watching a lot of trash recently. I'm a big lover of trash.
You love your trash.
I
because
love-
that's where you find the miracle mold.
That's where you find the miracle mold in the trash. There you go. But I mean, we've gone to a lot of movie marathons before. I feel like the trashy movies are the one we have the most fun with, especially with a crowd. We're going to a movie marathon in a couple weeks.
What's the theme of it?
Trash. The Trashathon. So we're no strangers.
12 hours, baby.
We're no strangers to trash. I kind of just wish this went a bit harder. Because, again, like, there's some funny gags. There's some gore. But then it almost seems like it tries to play it straight a little bit.
Yeah.
And the foundation's not really there at all. It just feels like they're making this all up.
Well, they kind of are, right? When you have like 2-3 weeks to not only film, but like put together and produce a whole movie.
For sure.
This is one of those weird situations, like, it's not a great movie.
No.
But with the time they had, I feel like they did use it really, really well.
That's the thing.
But that doesn't make it a good movie.
And like, I wish they had planned and put more effort into like funnier scenes and better bits. But the ones we got, they're pretty good. So I don't know, Mykah, how many corpses would you have to take a look at before you pick a body?
Ooh. I'm torn. I'll say I'm literally torn. I'm tearing half a body.
Oh my, what the?
1.5.
Whoa!
I'll see a half desiccated corpse on the ground, and I'm like, nah. I want the real deal. Next body I see, that's the one I'm going with.
You're jumping out of a T-Rex into not the half body, but a full one.
Yeah.
1.5. 1.5 out of 5. I'm going to go 3.
Nice.
3 out of 5. I think this is like good. Like I sat down on my couch by myself with a bag of chips last night, and I had a ton of fun. I was laughing, I was giggling, I was pointing at my screen whenever the little gloved dinosaur hand would come into frame. And then I was scoffing a lot. And I was like, oh, that's stupid, a lot. But there's more times when I was giggling.
No, this always happens. I feel like
Me.
I
do you
feel like
feel like?
after 5 years of doing this podcast, I still haven't mastered the art of rating movies. Because it is, at the same time, I don't think it's a good movie. I was laughing.
You were giggling?
I
You
was
were pointing
I was
at the screen?
I was Can I say one of my other favorite gags? And it's not intentional. It's when Billy rocks up to the hospital.
Yeah.
To threaten him. Yes. Tammy puts her hand in a fist. Doesn't hold it near herself in a punching pose. She holds it out near their face.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you fend off the bullies. I love how Billy comes up as well to like
Genuinely pay his respects.
I don't think he was paying his respects. He was coming up to beat down on them again, and then all of a sudden turns that situation into not really even getting touched, into like, you're gonna rue the day you did this to me. Oh, you're gonna
Spider-Man.
feel sorry about what you did. Now you're a mess. And he like leaves, and I'm like, dude, they didn't touch. You came in here like you nearly killed this boy, and they're gonna rue the day.
It's that fist near the face that gets you. From like 3 feet away, fist to the face.
So what are you saying? It's higher than a 1.5?
I might give it a 2.
2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll change to a 2.
2 out of 5.
Because
and
I
3 out of 5.
was laughing, and I think that's what gets me. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, bag of chips might have made it a 3.
I had a Pizza Hut mini pizza
You had a mini pizza
while watching this movie, and it enhanced the experience.
We were just missing the friends.
That's what we needed.
Both of us just sitting alone at home with some fast food. Look at us.
I genuinely think that this is a fantastic movie to watch on a movie night with friends.
Watch this on a movie night with friends. It is very trash. It is very low budget. It doesn't make sense, but you will have a really good time. Let's open up our mailbag. We've got a few messages from listeners. First one from Ben Jackson, who says, "Hi guys, I'm really enjoying the podcast and I'm really excited for more episodes. My question is, what was the most underwhelming movie you've watched and why?"
Ooh.
Mykah, do you have an underwhelming movie?
Now, this is different from the worst movie because it goes to half human, the Americanization. Instantly. Underwhelming. I feel like, it'd have to go to one of the Godzilla movies because I feel like a lot of those were hyped up because we were in the midst of it all.
I'm going to say Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire for me.
I thought you rated that quite well.
The new one?
Yeah.
I think I gave it like a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like just because we were rewatching it, I fell in love again with 2014 Godzilla. I loved Kong Skull Island. Like I still think that movie is so good. Even though we didn't really like King of the Monsters so much, Godzilla vs. Kong was great. I feel like we were living it up with all the Monarch stuff we were loving at the time. Even the Skull Island animated show, which we kind of were like, this is pretty good. We were reading the comics for the Monsterverse, and we were going to the premiere of the New Empire, and I came out of it and I was just like, it's okay. But I was a bit underwhelmed by that film.
I feel like I was expecting that.
You're expecting to be underwhelmed?
Yeah. My ones would probably have to go to the Millennium mechaGodzilla movies.
Is this because we binged them?
Against mechaGodzilla and Tokyo SOS. I think we did binge them. Those were some of the movies that I was so hyped for since the start of the journey. And to this day, they're the ones that I want to rewatch the most.
I don't know if, it's the basis of our whole podcast. I don't know if going through Godzilla chronologically is the best way to do it. Because now I'm looking back at it.
Season 5. Yes.
We're just realizing this now. I feel like it's more just pick up a random one and watch it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't recommend the journey. Glad we did it.
Glad we did
So glad we did it.
Listen along with us. We've done it since season 1. You can follow along and watch along. But yeah, I think we're getting to the point now. We're rusty on Godzilla, we found out. We should just start picking out random ones and watching them.
This is, going back to the Final Fantasy talk, there's a part of me that's like, man, I really want to just hop into like Final Fantasy 7 because that's the big one that everybody knows and loves. I want to play Final Fantasy 10. I'm just chilling here with 3 at the moment.
Nice.
On to 4, on to 5, on to 6. It'll be at least 7 games before I get to some of the ones I'm really hoping for. Do you know how many hours that is? Hundreds of hours.
Yep. Other bit of mail we got is from Greg Jukira, who says, "Just got to say, this might be the weirdest film done for the podcast yet. And although I'd love more dinosaurs, I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for the next Podzilla theme. You guys are the masters of suspense. But I've got another question for you. If you had to have your brain transplanted into a robot, what would that robot be? It can be real. It can be imagined."
Oh, that is a genius question.
So we're getting our brain transplanted into something that's animatronic, Mykah.
Yeah.
What animatronic thing would you get put into?
I would say I've got a good answer. I would say something like a Roomba.
You could just get put in a Roomba?
A Roomba?
Like a movable,
that's what they're called, right? Roombas?
Vacuum?
Yeah. But they don't have a way to express. So I'm going with a jukebox. I want to haunt a jukebox. I've got a range of songs that I can play to express my emotions at any given time.
You're doing like a bumblebee and skipping between songs and stations to make sentences.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, he doesn't have a voice in the first Transformers.
Oh, serious?
He talks via radio.
Genius.
When are we doing Transformers?
That's me. I feel like I might have played a little bit too much Alan Wake Control. It's very inspired by Poltergeist.
I'd probably go into like an animatronic rat.
That's the cheap answer, Jasher. That's a cop-out.
Animatronic carrot?
Now, here's a question. Off the back of that, G-Kira.
Yeah.
If you had to be popped into a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Stenonychosaurus.
What's the little teeny ones?
Compythgnacus.
I'd be a Compythgnacus.
Compy.
I'd be a little compy.
You'd be a compy. I'll be a dinosauroid. Dinosauroid. And yeah, Greg was right. We are moving on to the next theme. 4 big lizards, done and dusted. Guys, this is the new format of Podzilla. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it worked. It was fun to watch Jurassic Park, and then go into a classic like Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, watch something way out of our wheelhouse with Amazing Spider-Man, and then finish on something so weird and camp, and finish with a bit of trash.
I like it. Hopefully this theme has been macrocosmic of what this season of Podzilla is going to look like.
Yeah. And again, like there are a lot of dinosaur movies, a lot of big lizard movies we hope to cover on the show one day. So we're not against returning to themes or movies that could have been covered popping up in other themes later down the track.
Because there's a lot of crossover.
A lot of crossover. I mean, our next theme, should I announce it, Mykah?
Can you please? Because this is a wide one.
This is a very wide theme. For the next 4 episodes of Podzilla, our theme will be box office giants.
Jasher, tell me about box office giants.
Mykah, we're going to be covering movies with big monsters that have made bank at the box office. Things that have overperformed big time, big Hollywood movies, however you want to put it. These are big films that have released in big ways, you know?
Big films released in big ways.
Big films released in big ways.
That's the tagline for this.
And usually with each theme, we're going to be starting off with a pick that we've both picked for the theme. For this theme, we've picked Jurassic World Rebirth.
Hey, wait, that's not coming out for like another month.
But it doesn't come out until near the end of the theme. So we're going to be covering Jurassic World Rebirth, which is in theaters end of June, early July. That is our joint pick for this. Because, I mean, we don't even know if it's going to make a lot of money at the box office yet, but all the other...
imagine it flops.
All the other Jurassic World movies are like top of the box office charts.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that it does, or else this whole theme's a failure. But because that's coming out later in the theme, that means we're actually going to start with a pick from either you or me for box office giants.
Mate, have you got your pick ready?
I will just bring my pick up. I've been sitting on this for a little while. How are you feeling about yours?
I've got 2 options which I really want to do. I am going to do one that I think I've talked about before that I've mentioned I wanted to watch for a while.
Because a lot of Spider-Man movies actually, they've done well at the box office.
Yeah, and I have wanted to watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 for a while. Classically did very, very well.
Should we pull them up on Letterboxd, get ready to say a synopsis depending on who wins the coin flip?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Do you want to flip it?
I'll flip it. You ready?
Do you want to be heads or tails?
I'll go heads.
You want to go heads? I'm tails.
Jasher, we're watching your movie to start off with.
My movie.
Yet again,
I'm kicking things off. Guys, we're going to watch a classic 2008 Matt Reeves Cloverfield.
Jasher, Cloverfield was going to be my pick.
Well, you got time to re-pick
No
your
way.
movie, Mykah. Cloverfield, the famous found footage kaiju film that you've never seen.
I haven't seen.
I watched it close to when it came out and I was obsessed with it, so it's going to be cool to give it a rewatch.
I've mentioned on the pod before that I've been waiting in the wings to watch this movie.
And this is kicking off a bit of a franchise for us because there are 2 other Cloverfield films. I think another one's in development currently.
Yeah.
Big things. But the synopsis is, something has found us. 5 young New Yorkers throw their friend a going-away party the night that the monster, the size of a skyscraper, descends upon the city. Told from the point of view of their video camera, the film is a document of their attempt to survive the most surreal, horrifying event of their lives. Cloverfield, next episode on Podzilla.
You know what I'm excited about is that I feel like this is one of those movies that I've heard can be easily spoiled.
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
You don't?
I didn't even really know that there was a single monster, a kaiju. I thought it was an alien invasion movie.
Hey,
I thought it was like Independence Day, but more modern.
It might be. You don't know. One thing, it always goes back to our dad. When are we going to get our dad on the show? I remember when Cloverfield was coming out, I would like wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and I'd walk past our computer and my dad would just be like, our dad would be zoomed in on the Cloverfield poster looking for like a monster's face in the clouds.
Really?
There was like some crazy internet theories around Cloverfield, some ARG stuff. So we'll get into it. Next episode. But thanks so much for listening, guys. If you are a patron, we are going to, in a little bit, talk about some big box office giants we've been watching at the moment. I mean, we've seen Thunderbolts. We're going to see Mission Impossible this weekend.
Just a nice little movie chat.
Let's talk about some movies in theaters, guys. But yeah, you can join the Patreon, patreon.com/Podzilla, where you can join a few tiers from $5 a month up to gain access to extended episodes. You can nominate a film for the upcoming Box Office Giants theme.
This is, like we said, this is a very wide theme. So think about your little submissions now.
Think about your submissions. Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. And as always, if you love the show, feel free to give us a rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
Yeah.
And one of the other big things you can do if you love us is to share the podcast with a friend or someone you know.
Imagine.
We love our community and we love making our community even bigger. So thank you all for listening.
Yeah. Hide the Tammy and the T-Rex episode maybe and just be like, Cloverfield.
Guys, they just did Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Forget the stuff after that, but then Cloverfield? Cloverfield?
Jurassic Park. Oh, nothing.
Anyway, Mykah, let me pull up some videos of this fish, dude. Did you see the most recent? Did you see the most recent one? I think it was like 4 months aged bluefin tuna.
Bro, it looks so tasty.
Dude, you seen this? You seen this? 4 weeks.
Wait, turn it up.
4 weeks. Oh, did you hear that?
Beautiful.
Do you see how good that looks? I might have to make some of this for us to eat next episode. No promises.
No promises. Please.